Judith Paris by Hugh Walpole. Read by Peter Joyce. Part 1. Rogue's Daughter. The old woman and the newborn child were the only living things in the house. The old woman, Mrs. Henny, had finished her washing and laying out of the bodies of the child's father and of the child's mother. She had done it alone, because she had been afraid to leave the house with no one alive in it save the newborn child. Now she was exhausted, and, in spite of her labour, fearfully chilled, for the snow, although it fell now more lightly, was piled high about the doors and windows, as if, with its soft, thick fingers, it wished to strangle the house. She was very cold, so she drank some gin, although it was not as a rule her weakness. The bodies of Mr. and Mrs. Herries lay, the eyes decently closed, the pale hands folded, each in its proper bed. A fine heat burnt through Mrs. Henny's old body. The gin was good. Then her head fell forward and she slept. The old house rattled and squealed in the wind that was rising up now that the snow had almost ceased to fall. Feet seemed to creep up and down the stairs. Fingers were at the windows. But the dead and Mrs. Henny slept on. Then, in the room where the old woman, the child, and its mother were, from the window a piece of glass, very old and dark green like weeded water, was loosened with the wind and fell tinkling to the boards. The snow blew in like a live thing, and the room was icily chilled. The child that had been sleeping felt the cold and began to cry, a shrill cry on one note. But Mrs. Henny heard nothing, the gin holding her fast. Squire Gauntry, little Tom Gauntry, riding along the Borrowdale path just below the house on the farther side of the little bridge, heard the cry. It was strange that from so weak a creature the cry should be so clear. He heard it, and he pulled up his horse. The 6 hounds who were with him stopped also. The snow had but just ceased to fall, and for the first time that day. It was so unusual in that country for there to be so heavy a fall that he halted and looked about him in wonderment.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?